most of students are absent, but I have started that chapter. Okay, and we have discussed the very important, the definition of current. Definition of the current. What is the definition of current? Current can be given by what? Symbolically it is given by what? I equals to what? Charge per unit time, and the definition of current is charge flowing per unit time, and which assigned is given by what? Ampere. And symbolically it is given by what? Capital A. Okay, and we discuss about what? Very important, which law? Ohm's law. Ohm's law. What the Ohm's law tells? The current flowing through a conductor, the current flowing through a conductor across its ends, which is directly proportional to what? Its potential difference. Here V is directly proportional to I, hence V equals to what happens? V equals to Ri, therefore R equals to what comes? V by I. Now whatever here R is there, no, that R is called proportionality constant, and that is called, R is known as what? Resistance of the conductor. Resistance of the conductor. And what is this resistance? That is also explained in the last class. Okay, the resistance is nothing but what? It is the inherent property of the conductor which always opposes the flow of electric charges, and resistance assigned is given by what? Ohm. This is the symbol of assigned. This is the assigned of what? Resistance. Assigned of resistance. Soon after this resistance, we discussed about what? Resistivity. We have discussed about what? Resistivity. Resistivity symbol is given by what? Rho. What this resistivity tells? Resistivity which measures the property of the conductor, where resistance is directly proportional to length, resistance is inversely proportional to area. These two combined, R is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A. This proportionality can be equalizing by taking constant what? R equals to L by A. R equals to L by A. So this is only what you call specific resistance, or this is also called what? Resistivity, and whose assigned is also last class we discussed, that is ohm meter. The assigned of resistivity is given by what? Ohm meter. So this is what we discussed in the last class. One more thing, we discuss about what? Ohmic device, and one more is non-ohmic device. What is ohmic device? Ohmic device means what? The device which obeys the Ohm's law. And non-ohmic device means what? Which do not obey the Ohm's law, and those are called what? Non-ohmic device. For ohmic devices, examples given: galvanometer, ammeter, voltmeter. For non-ohmic devices, it is given example, it is semiconductor diode, diodes, triodes, etc. So these all things we discussed in the last class. So move on to the next part of the current electricity chapter. So today we are going to discuss the concept about what? Drift velocity and relaxation time. The today's discussion is what? Concept of drift velocity and relaxation time. No. Okay. Now students, we have taken a conductor here which is having the, this is the conductor which is having the length L, and which is having the area A. A stands for what? Unit of cross section. and this conductor will be connected by a battery. This is connected by a battery. The big line always indicates positive terminal and small line is negative, so which creates a potential. Through this battery the current will be flows in this conductor. Okay, here what happens, in this direction electric field will be moves, and its opposite direction always that E stands for what? Charge. Charges will be moves. Okay, now try to understand, students. In a conductor, if you take conductors always, okay, having the more number of free electrons. Okay, if it is not applied any current, they are in a random moving direction. When the current flows, automatically they comes in what? Uniform direction. At present, this is a conductor where the current will be flows in this direction, electric field will be moves, and in this direction the charges will be moves. Both are in what? Opposite direction. These electrons are moving with a velocity v, that is only what you call drift velocity. Now we want to discuss what is the exact meaning of this drift velocity. Students, can you hear my voice, audio, video? It is clear, students? Reply me in chat box. Clear ideyalla? Sound, video, audio, everything is perfect? Okay, students, thank you. Now listen class correctly. So now our aim is to what? Calculate the what is the expression for this one. Which one? This V. So here this charge electron will be moves in opposite direction to the electric field when you applied the electricity. Now we make here two part. The first part, what happens in the absence of what you call, in the absence of electric field, in the absence of electric field, what happens in this conductor where number of electrons are there, they are moving in what? Random direction. In that conductor it contains with what? Number of what? Free electrons, they are moving in random direction in this fashion. Students, they are moving in what? Different direction. Hence those all electrons, they are moving with what? Random velocity, and their velocity will be taken what? Initially equal to what I am taking? 0, because they are moving in within that conductor. Hence their random velocity free electron will be what? Taken what? 0 when in the absence of electric field. So in second case, what happens? We change the setup, and in the presence of electric field, okay, here in this conductor each electron experiences what? A force. Each electron which experiences what? A force. And we know that force can be given by what? According to the Newton's second law. When they create force, automatically there is what? There is a production of what? Acceleration also. Hence acceleration also. So that acceleration can be given by what? Newton's second law, F is equals to mass into acceleration. Here acceleration can be given by what? F upon m. Here force of which one? They are asking about what? Electron. Electron means what? It is a charge. So by the definition of electric field chapter, we are going to discuss today that chapter also. It is going to started by another our colleague teacher going to start that electric field chapter, where you come across with what? Electric field can be given by what? Force per unit charge. Force per unit charge. Okay, force per unit charge. Here that F equals to what we are taking? E into small a. So in the place of F, what I am taking? Minus E, capital E upon what? M. Okay. Why it is negative sign taken? Because look at here, this electric field and this electron both are moving in what? Opposite direction. That's why this negative sign will be coming. Okay. Now you got acceleration equals to minus E, capital E upon M. Now during the collision, here number of electrons will be what? Get here collide, so that there the one word comes, that is called the average time that elapses that between two successive collisions of an electron is called what you called relaxation time. Okay, I'll repeat once again, students. What is the relaxation time? It is the average time that elapses that between the two successive collision of the electron. Here in this conductor, electrons will be get collide, and that is only what you called collision, and their average time that elapses that between the two successive collision, that is called what? Relaxation time, and it is given by symbolically what? This is the symbol of what? That relaxation time. It is given by what? Tau. Hence, here initial velocity is there, acceleration is there. Now we can easily calculate what is the velocity of that electron. For that sake, we are using a equation of motion, that is Vd equals to, you are familiar with this equation, u plus a into t. I hope this one equation you know already, students. This is the equation of motion. Here t can be taken by what here? Tau. Now substitution, very simple. U, in the absence of electric field, the random motion of the free electron will be a is equals to 0. A is given by what? Minus E, capital E upon m into tau. So finally we can give the expression for drift velocity is equals to minus E, capital E, m into what? Tau. This is the final expression for what? Drift velocity. Here what is this Vd? Vd is called what? Drift velocity. Small e is what? Charge of the electron. Capital E is the electric field. Small m is what? Mass of the electron. Tau is called what? Relaxation time. So finally, what is the definition for drift velocity? Now drift velocity definition is given by, it is the average velocity gained by a free electron. Average velocity gained by the free electron of a conductor in the opposite direction to the external applied electric field. So okay, students, okay, just copy this part, students, so that I will go for next slide. This part you are going to copy it, you are copying or you are taking screenshot? Better you take screenshot, students, it will be helps you. All screenshot ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. Students, you are getting my point? You take screenshot this one, later you can study. Okay, now okay, all of you taken screenshot. Now I am going to define definition of which one? Drift velocity. The definition of drift velocity is given by definition of drift velocity is given by, it is the average. See, in that slide we have only calculated the one electron, like that there are number of free electrons, that's why we are taking what? Average velocity, because each electron having what velocity. Here we have derived only for one electron. It is not only one electron, there are a number of free electrons are there, so that they were, that's why you are taking what? Okay, students, that's why you are taking what? It is the average velocity gained by the free electron of a conductor, in the direction opposite directions of the externally electric field. So this is the definition of what a drift velocity. Hence this mathematical equation is given by what a minus E capital E m into what a tau. Whatever this velocity is there, no, this is the average velocity gained by this free electron, and which is of the conductor, which is always opposite to the direction of the external electric field. Altogether this is the final expression for what a drift velocity. So in examination this is a 3 marks question, students. So this is a 3 marks question. They could ask you definition of drift velocity, hence they are going to ask you to derive this mathematical derivation. Okay, it is there in my notes. Once again you go through that one. In case if you not understand, you are free to ask. Okay, and along with this definition also, this is also very important. Okay, once the drift velocity part is over, move on to the next one, that is we are going to discuss a relation between electric current and drift velocity. Okay, next move on to a very important concept, and this is also a 3 marks question. Okay, now we are making a relation between electric current and drift velocity. Nodri, already electric current andre ಏನಪ್ಪ symbol, it is symbol is I. VD stands for what? Drift velocity, because already you know drift velocity. Now you know current. Now we will do correlation, you have to derive, and this is a 3 marks question. Okay, students, can you hear my voice and video and screen sharing? Everything is properly correct is there? Say yes or no? Okay, students. Now yes, students. Okay, now we are going to make a relation between electric current and drift velocity. For that sake, now I have to draw here diagram. Okay, it take 2 minutes diagram, because you have chosen here conductor. I already told you a conductor means what? It contains number of what? Free electrons. This is the number of electrons, and they all are moving in uniform direction. Why? Because you applied here current to this one externally. I told you this is a battery which is connected with what? Okay, so this is the direction of the current, this is the battery. Now this is the conductor which is having the area A stands for what? Area of the conductor. This is the length of the conductor. Okay, now it contains what? Number of electrons? Free electrons, number of free electrons. Now I am showing here 2 arrow mark. Try to understand, students. One arrow mark stands for what? When the current flows from battery positive to negative, that is called what kind of current? That is called conventional current. Okay, try to understand, student. What is conventional current? If the current flows from where to where? Battery positive to negative. That is called conventional current. If the current flows from negative to positive, students, that is called electronic current. But in our practical we are using this convention only. Which one? Conventional current. Always we are refers to what? The current will be always moves from positive to negative. This one you have to remember. Okay. Okay. There are two types of current. One is called conventional current, another is called what? Electric current. Okay. The conventional current always moves from positive to negative, and the electric current always moves from negative to positive. I hope this point is clear, understood. Okay. Now let us derive the derivation here. Now this conductor, I already told you, it contains what? A free number of electrons. Free electrons. Let the first point, number of, because this conductor having the volume, that's why number of free electrons per unit volume is given by what? N. What is N stands for here? N stands for number of free electrons per unit volume. And this each electron having the charge, no? That's why I am going to write what? Charge of an electron. Charge of electron. It is given by what? Small e. Next, where these electrons are present? These electrons are present this area and this length. Okay. Number of electrons those are present unit length and area. Now electrons in the length L and area A can be given by what? Small n capital A into L. Okay. These electrons are presented in unit that area and length. Hence, now total together all these number of electrons, number of free electrons, that unit length, area and length, all together we can write the total charge contained in the conductor is given by Q equals to NEA into L. What this Q stands for? This is the total charge, where in that total charge it contains number of free electrons in that unit area, unit length of the cross section. Hence, so already we have discussed, we know that drift velocity is given by Vd equals to minus C capital E m into tau. Now look at this diagram, students. So this conductor having the length L and which is having the time t to move the electron from one end to another end. Hence we can calculate what it's a Vd. Vd stands for what? A drift velocity. So that by definition, okay, Vd equals to by the definition of velocity, Vd equals to distance upon time. At present here velocity is called drift velocity, length L and time t. Okay, so this time t can be written by L by Vd. Now you got t stands for what? Time. L stands for length of the conductor. Vd is what? Drift velocity. And we know that by definition of current, I equals to what is given by I equals to Q by T. What is charge here? Charge is mentioned here. It is Q equals to NEA into L. What is time t? Here it is mentioned T is equals to L by Vd. Now rearranging all these equations in numerator and denominator, hence we get the equation NEA into what? VD. So this is the mathematical equation for a relation between electric current and drift velocity, where I stands for what? The current which is flowing in through that conductor, small n stands for number of free electrons, E stands for what? Charge of the electron, A stands for area of the conductor, and VD stands for drift velocity of the average gained by the drift velocity of the electron. So this is the final equation, and this is for 3 mark students for your examination. This is the most likely question. They are going to ask you rarely this question, that derive the relation between electric current and drift velocity. Just go through the students, take a screenshot of this one, and further it is given in your notes, you can refer. In case anything is not understand, you ask your doubts later. So here I stands for electric current and VD stands for a drift velocity. Rest of things are what? Constant. Okay, just go through the derivation. So what you have done here, you have taken a chosen a conductor where this conductor contains number of free electrons, and these number of electrons were situated in this unit area of length and area of cross section, and each electron having what? Charge E. Hence total charge is given by this mathematical equation. What is that one? Q equals to NEAL. Q equals to NEAL, and current equation given by what? I equals to NEA into VD. NEA into VD. Okay. Shall I move to next part, student? Shall I move to next part? Harish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I move to next part?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have derived the two derivations. First one is, we made a derivation for what? Drift velocity. That drift velocity is given by capital E small e upon m into what? Tau, and we made a relation between electric current and drift velocity NA into what? VD. Okay. So these two are very important in further whatever in your syllabus you go to derive now. For those derivations, these derivations are very helpful, so that you remember these derivations. Okay. Okay. Now move on to, there is another one very important derivation, and this is also for 3 marks question, and the question is relation between the current density and conductivity. In the first class we have discussed about the basic definition about what current density and conductivity of the conductor, or they are going to ask you prove that J equals to sigma into E. You need to prove this mathematical equation. Now they are asking, make a relation between current density and conductivity of the conductor. So let us first, I am going to define what is current density. What is current density? Current density is given by, its symbol is given by what? J. And what the current density is given by? The current density is nothing but what? The current flowing per unit area. Current flowing per unit area is called what? A current density, and whose SI is given by what? Ampere meter square. Ampere meter square.